Are economic factors involved in this crackdown? Xinjiang is an important link in China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive development plan stretching through Asia and Europe. Beijing hopes to eradicate any possibility of separatist activity to continue its development of Xinjiang, which is home to China's largest coal and natural gas reserves. Human rights organizations have observed that the economic benefits of resource extraction and development are often disproportionately enjoyed by Han Chinese, and Uyghur people are increasingly marginalized. Many people who were arbitrarily detained have been forced to work in factories close to the detention camps, according to multiple reports (PDF). Researchers from the Center for Strategic and International Studies say forced labor is an important element of the government's plan for Xinjiang's economic development, which includes making it a hub of textile and apparel manufacturing. What do Chinese officials say about the camps? Government officials first denied the camps' existence. Starting in October 2018, officials started calling them centers for vocational education and training programs. In March 2019, their official name became Vocational Training Centers, and Xinjiang's governor, Shorat Zakir, described them as boarding schools that provide job skills to trainees who are voluntarily admitted and allowed to leave the camps. But documents leaked in late 2019 showed how officials worked to repress Uyghurs, lock them in camps, and prevent them from leaving. Chinese officials publicly maintain that the camps have two purposes: to teach Mandarin, Chinese laws, and vocational skills, and to prevent citizens from becoming influenced by extremist ideas to nip terrorist activities in the bud, according to a government report. Pointing out that Xinjiang has not experienced a terrorist attack since December 2016, officials claim the camps have prevented violence. The government has resisted international pressure to allow in outside investigators, saying anything happening inside Xinjiang is an internal issue. It denies that people are forced to denounce Islam, are detained against their will, and experience abuse in the camps. In early 2019, it organized several trips for foreign diplomats to visit Xinjiang and tour a center. A U.S. official criticized them as highly choreographed. What is happening outside the camps in Xinjiang? Even before the camps became a major part of the Chinese government's anti-extremism campaign, the government was accused of cracking down on religious freedom and basic human rights in Xinjiang. Experts say Xinjiang has been turned into a surveillance state that relies on cutting-edge technology to monitor millions of people. Under Xinjiang's Communist Party leader, Chen, Xinjiang was placed under a grid management system, as described in media reports, in which cities and villages were split into squares of about 500 people. Each square has a police station that closely monitors inhabitants by regularly scanning their identification cards, taking their photographs and fingerprints, and searching their cell phones. In some cities, such as western Xinjiang's Kashgar, police checkpoints are found every 100 yards or so, and facial recognition cameras are everywhere. The government also collects and stores citizens' biometric data through a required program advertised as Physicals for All. Much of that information is collected into a massive database, known as the Integrated Joint Operations Platform, which then uses artificial intelligence to create lists of so-called suspicious people. Classified Chinese government documents released by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists (ICIJ) in November 2019 revealed that more than 15,000 Xinjiang residents were placed in detention centers during a 7-day period in June 2017 after being flagged by the algorithm. The Chinese government called the leaked documents pure fabrication and maintained that the camps are education and training centers. A chart showing how public security job advertisements dramatically increased in Xinjiang in 2017. Many aspects of Muslim life have been erased, journalists reporting from Xinjiang have found. Communist Party members have been recruited since 2014 to stay in Uyghur homes and report on any perceived extremist behaviors, including fasting during Ramadan. Officials have destroyed mosques, claiming the buildings were shoddily constructed and unsafe for worshippers. Uyghur parents are banned from giving their babies certain names, including Muhammad and Medina. Halal food, which is prepared according to Islamic law, is becoming harder to find in Urumqi as the local government has launched a campaign against it. Beijing has also pressured other governments to repatriate Uyghurs who have fled China. In 2015, for example, Thailand returned more than 100 Uyghurs, and in 2017 Egypt deported several students. The documents released by ICIJ showed that the Chinese government instructed officials to collect information on Chinese Uyghurs living abroad and called for many to be arrested as soon as they re-entered China. Thanks for watching.